Hey guys! Apparently I'm a little rusty in getting things set up. Whoops. How are you all? It's been a while, so I thought I would come on and unbox this with you because I just received this morning. Muchly busy behind the scenes we are. Rachel, hi. Risha. Bear J. Is that who I think it is? I think it is. I don't know whether to say your name or not. I don't know if you've changed it for a reason. Debbie, hello. So I'm not going to be on long today because I'm having it. I'm having Wi-Fi issues. My Wi-Fi card on my computer keeps overheating, I think. I've got a guy doing me a quote for testing it and putting in... It is you! Okay. Oh, it is Jane. Okay. Hi, Jane. I didn't know if you changed your name for a reason. Sometimes people do, so I'm always a bit wary of outing anyone. Yeah, he's giving me a quote on how much it's going to cost to give my iMac a bit of an overhaul because it's quite old. It's a 2011 one and it was secondhand to me, albeit refurbished and reconditioned. So I've had it quite a long time. I think it's not on its last legs or anything. It's just having Wi-Fi issues. So I think it needs a new board. But he's going to give me a quote for having a look at it and see what it needs. See if he can upgrade anything else for me. Hi, Paula. So we're going to unbox this. I know what's in it. I know some of what's in it, so I'll tell you about that in a second. There is a giveaway at the end of the video. I'm not doing it through YouTube because YouTube's changed their T's and C's about how you can do giveaways, and it's all a bit confusing. So I'm doing it over on Instagram, but oh, you've just changed it to Bear J for the obvious reasons. Yeah, because you're obsessed with bears, basically. Oh, stiff neck. Oh gosh, that was a nice crunch. I felt that. Yeah, the giveaway is going to be over on Instagram. I will explain it at the end of the video. Because I want to open this first. Deal with it. I'm excited. I will also do an unboxing sometime either later in the week or later this week or possibly next week. Depends when it arrives. I've got a very exciting new... Well, it's a bag. But I've got a very exciting new bag coming and I'm going to be very excited to open it. So this is a parcel from Jeanie Mossa, who, if you've been in my classes for a long time, you'll remember Jeanie. She's the resident Salem witch in my classes. In fact, she's rejoined Patreon, so you may come across her as well. She has been threatening to publish a book for a very, very, very long time. And when COVID hit, her and her husband finally got around to doing it. And it's out and it's available. I have put a link down below to the book in my Amazon shop. However, it's out of stock. All the pre-orders went out this week, I think, and it's completely out of stock. And I don't know when it will be back. But a lot of you can't use the Amazon shop on the UK anyway. So it was really only for you to be able to go and see what the book looks like, get the information and everything, and then you can go search for it wherever you want to find it yourself. Maddie, come on. Hey, hey, hey. Let's not and pretend we did. I'm going to have to yell. I'm going to have to put my mum voice. Mum voice done. Yeah, so Jeanie's been threatening to publish this book for a long time. I've put her links down below. If you happen to be in or around the Salem area, she is a fascinating person to go check out her website, because she's a Reiki master, she's a healer, she's a medium, she's a practicing witch. She has a little witchy website and I think a witchy shop as well, if I remember correctly. And she has a acupuncture practice for animals. I know, she's one of those people who does acupuncture for animals. It's very cool. She's a master of all sorts of things. So go check her out, show her some support. And if you don't live anywhere near her that you could show her some support, maybe show her website or something. You know, every little helps these days, and we need to support independent people. Anyway, let's open the box, shall we? Look, I bought myself a pen knife, a Kraft knife. Actually, the day after I bought this, I found my pen knife, which is obviously par for the course, is it not? So now I have two. This is all just covering addresses and stuff. Hey, Cody. Hi, Fiona. Oh, it's nice to see so many faces. Whoa. We have a box full of stuff. Let's get the box out first. She was sending me stuff. Oh, that's plastic. That has to go in the bin. I've discovered, weirdly, I can smell plastic. Every time I've smelled like any kind of packing stuff, packing peanuts, anything like that. If I smell it, I can smell if it's got chemicals, not chemicals, but if it's plastic or if it's recyclable. It's weird. So, oh, that's another address thing. I bet that was at the bottom of the box. I bet she printed that out and then packed the box and then went, where did I put that address thing? And I had to print another one. I bet, yeah. Okay. Should we start with the book or the goodies? Let's do the book first, because that's why we're here. Primarily, is to do the book. She's a witch and she lives in Salem, so she will have sent me some nice goodies. But I'm excited to see the book anyway. Ooh, that sounds breakable. We'll be careful with that one. So here's the book. It's called Barkopedia. So of course I had already put it on my wish list. A canine book of knowledge, and it's listed on Amazon as everything your dog wishes you knew about them. I'm quite excited to see. So, every good thing in the universe your dog wants you to know. Herbs and homeopathic remedies. Toto 2. Not sure what that means. Ancient canine deities. Crystals, astrology, traditional Chinese medicine. Holistic therapies. This looks like it's going to be fun. It's published by, she did tell me, Laughing Woo, there we go. Laughing Woo Media is who it's published by. So I'll put that there in case you want to screenshot it. Oh, and there's one for her acupuncture. But I have put all the links down below as well. So let's have a look, shall we, at Barkopedia. Let's try and move this. Oh, and she signed it, and so has Norman. Oh, first edition. This looks like fun. It's not a substitute for professional veterinary practice. So, as always, all this stuff is to give you a start and an understanding and to alleviate. It's kind of first aid stuff, really. And if things don't improve within a few days, the vet. Jeanie's done a couple of books, actually. She's got quite a few books on Amazon. Okay, so let's see what we've got in here. We've got First Things First, which covers the basics of all things dog. Stuff that helps. So this is all about Western medicine and all the typical kind of things that dogs are prescribed. Physical therapy, chiropractic, holistic versus Western, traditional Chinese, which is probably quite a chunky section because that's her, acupuncture is her main thing. So it covers all of that there. We've got things about the weather and temperature. That's interesting. A specific section on acupuncture. Electrostimulation and infrared heat techniques. Acupressure. I don't know the difference between acupressure and acupuncture. I believe acupuncture uses needles, hence the puncture part. And acupressure is more like pressing into kind of like massagey Reiki type stuff, I think, but don't quote me on that because I don't know very much about this stuff at all. Then it goes through bladder things, big chunky section on bladder stuff, kidneys, intestinal, maybe that's what the acupressure is better for. Chinese herbal, Reiki, tuning forks and sound healing. Singing to your dog. Oh, come on. Who doesn't sing to their dog? Well, I don't sing to my dog. My dog sings to me and I join in. He loves to sing the tune to the Muppets Christmas Carol. Healing with nature. So this is all herbs and antibiotics and natural homeopathic remedies. Bark flower rescue remedies. Gemstones and crystals. Aromatherapy. Precautions and safety tips and toxic oils. You have to be really careful with these because don't forget, essential oils come from plants and some plants are poisonous to specific animals. Like anybody who's ever owned a cat probably doesn't have lilies in the house. Stuff that can go wrong. Pain. Dogs and pain, arthritis, dysplasia. Oh, that's useful because it helps you kind of get an idea of what might be the cause. Because Scooby, I happen to know about hip and elbow dysplasia because of another dog that had it. But Scooby in his old age is starting to show signs of hip dysplasia. Usually after he's been lying down for a while, it's not stiffness, it's more kind of weakness, where he can't really stand up straight and his knuckles drag on the floor. That's the big one with hip dysplasia or any kind of dysplasia or spinal issues, is the knuckles start dragging on the floor. But it only happens for a few minutes and then he's up and about and fine, so I think he's okay. Allergies, that's Maddie's section. Home solutions, so your first aid kits, fleas, runners and carpets and water. The condensed version, so this, oh that's handy, a quick reference thing. Interesting. And then beyond nature we've got astrology. That'll be the first section I read. Because I love all this stuff and it's great and it's handy, especially with having dogs. I'm very into homeopathic remedies anyway, so I like to know my stuff. But the first thing I'm going to do is go to the astrology section and read up on Taurus. Chakras, spirituality, because dog is God spelled backwards. Saints, but not Saint Bernards. Tarot dogs, Sirius the Dog Star, Toto, Over the Rainbow. Talking to animals. That seems like a small section. I would have liked that to be a bigger section because I like talking to animals. And then other resources. So this looks fun. Let's have a look. What's it like inside? So we've got an intro from Jeanie. Yes! First picture in the book is a German Shepherd. Excellent. So it covers dog breeds and then types of dogs and what things they're prone to and what they're like. So terrier group can get very cranky. You're not kidding. Isn't it fun? Even if you don't actually use any of the knowledge, or it's just useful for you to, if the only thing you get from this book is how to spot if your dog has a seizure, then that's a win in my book. I think this is fun. Working dogs are big and prone to arthritis, elbow or hip dysplasia, bloat, wobblers, and various other neurological diseases. Like being a dork. Right, Scoob? Yes. So we've got sport dogs. Oh, hunting dogs. Working dogs, shepherds basically, and huskies and such. Toy dogs, terriers, hounds, herding dogs. Oh, okay, working dogs. Working dogs covers dogs that have jobs like pinchers and huskies and Pyrenees. This is specifically herding breeds. Collies, German Shepherds, all those. Non-sporting dogs. Dogs that just don't fit into any other group. Bichon Frise, Chow Chows, Dalmatians, Bulldogs, Boston Terriers, and so on. Really? I would have thought Boston Terrier went in the Terrier group. Or are they Terriers in name only? I would imagine that includes bully breeds. Ooh, skeletons! Oh, hey Sarah, hey John. This is really cool for artists. Artists reference, knowing the skeleton helps you draw the animal. And it's got a very brief anatomy as well, without all the complicated bits. With pictures. Oh, these are cool. Basic definitions, so what the lymphatic system is and so on. And then we've got a section on Western medicine. Oh, this looks funny. Let's see. Doctor, I have a headache. 2000 BC. Here, eat this root. 1000 BC. That root is heathen. Say this prayer. 1850 AD. That prayer is superstition. Drink this potion. 1940 AD. That potion is snake oil. Follow this pill. Swallow this pill. 1985 AD. That pill doesn't work. Take this antibiotic. 2000 AD. Antibiotics have side effects. Here, eat this root. Oh, that's fun. That's very Jeanie. That it says author unknown, but I'm fairly sure Jeanie probably wrote that herself and just found it again later. So this is all about general practice, you know. And then we've got holistic versus Western, so the differences and similarities and presumably what I mean, a lot of Western medicine is based on traditional medicine anyway, but traditional Chinese medicine and the elements and all that kind of thing. It's interesting that Chinese medicine has 5 elements because they include metal. So this is all about acupuncture. There's lots of quick lists and diagrams and, you know, things that you can refer to quickly. I like how it's big writing, it's big spaces, and there's plenty of room to put notes if you want to add more to it. This is really a jumping off point if you're interested in studying some of this stuff. And if you're not, then this is the basics. Acupuncture. I love the illustrations in this, it's so cute. Husky. So this is acupuncture techniques. So this is talking about how it works and what they do, and which is handy. I mean, even if you are you're looking to get your dog treated with acupuncture, for me it's nice to know in advance what it's all about. And when they say things like, well, it's going to be laser acupuncture, we're like, what is that? How does it work? You know, it's nice to know what to expect. Canine health history. Oh, that's useful. The kind of things that you need to know about your dog, or what the vet might ask you. That would be, for you bullet journalers, that would be a good one to put in for each dog in your... And I've got most of this, to be honest. I've already got most of this, plus all their chip numbers and photographs of them from front, side and back. Because I do that. Because Maddie likes to escape. In fact, Maddie went through the fence yesterday. Fortunately, she went into the next door neighbour's garden, and I got a text from them about 8 o'clock saying, "Are you missing anything?" I was like, missing anything? Maddie just came through the fence. She's eating my flowers. Oh dear. Acupressure points. Oh yeah, so this is like pulse points, like when you... Which one is it? Is it there? That you do for nausea? Or... I can't remember if it's nausea or anxiety. There's a couple of different ones. And like there's one at the bottom of the foot that's... If you're ticklish, you can press the bottom of your foot and it'll get rid of that feeling for you. So I was right. Acupressure is pulse points and acupuncture is the needle things. Wow, this section's big. There's a lot on acupressure. Contradictions for acupressure. Not to be done. Don't massage a dog during pregnancy. There are certain acupressure points that might induce labour. Yeah, don't do that unless you know what you're doing. Reiki, which is a Japanese healing method. Tapping. I didn't know you could do tapping on dogs. I've tried it, it doesn't really work for me, but I know a lot of people who swear by it. Evelyn swears by it, she's always talking about tapping. Like literally where you have certain pressure points and you do this to alleviate certain symptoms. And it's supposed to release certain triggers in the brain that affect the chemicals or something. I don't really understand it. And I think because I don't understand it, it doesn't work for me. Because I probably don't do it properly. It should take time to find out about these things. Different supplements and things you can give your dog. Garlic. There's a lot of controversy about giving dogs garlic because garlic contains thiosulfate, which in large doses is a liver toxin. Garlic is a member of the onion family, and you can't give a dog onions because it's toxic. Over time, it can't process through the liver. But I've been giving my dogs garlic tablets since the day I got them, and they've never had fleas. There you go. Fleas dislike the smell of garlic. After ingesting garlic for a few days, your dog's blood will have a noticeable garlic odour that naturally repels fleas. We don't have fleas in this house. And since I've started upping my intake of garlic, I love garlic, but I tend to cook everything with garlic. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's got cheese in it or tomato in it, garlic goes in. And since then, I've stopped being bitten by absolutely everything in existence, which is really nice. Medicinal mushrooms. Mushrooms scare me. There's too many poisonous ones that look like they're not. Oh, there's the science bit. Glucosamines. Homeopathy. Bark flower. This is fascinating. Oh, lots of actual... What's that? Hornbeam. Excellent for dogs who are suffering from cancer or other debilitating diseases, for police and military dogs who have to work long hours, and for animals who don't like change of routine, such as their owners returning to work or school after a weekend. So, Scooby, basically. Anxiety City. This is so much fun. Nutritional solutions. That's the number one thing with any pet. When in doubt, change their diet. That's usually 90% of the cause is either, obviously not with, that's a silly thing to say, obviously not with illnesses, but with general stuff that just suddenly happens, like rashes or skin issues or serratia or just, you know, general maladies. It's just like with humans. Give a healthy diet, get some exercise, get some vitamin D, drink plenty of water, and make sure your surroundings are up to snuff. And most of that kind of stuff just disappears. Obviously not illnesses. Crystals, here we go. I wonder, it will be interesting to compare these notes with Cody, who's our resident gemologist, and see if the crystals on animals have a similar effect or the same effects as crystals with humans. I mean, a quick scan looks like it does. There's one I'm familiar with, hematite. Grounding and protective stone that absorbs negative energy, stress and worry. Yeah. Lower chakra bases. Magnetic helps to keep new pets known as bonded. Oh, interesting. Calms and soothes nervous energy. Yeah. So it does sound like a lot of it is very similar to humans, or if not the same. A healing amulet for your pets. Oh, it's made by Jeanie, so you can actually buy healing amulets from her pet shop. That's probably from her Practical Witch thing. There's two links. There's one to the Four Paws and there's one to the Practical Witch place. I don't know if she sells online, but actually for pets you can probably buy it at the Four Paws as well. But she's a Reiki master and it's charged with Reiki. Toxic oils, safety tips, pain, identifying common problems, allergies, canine cancers. The ubiquitous CBD oil is in there. House call stories. Interesting. House call story. Oh, this looks Zack the Wookiee. It looks like that's the Four Paws Barkmobile that she goes out and does her Reiki sessions and things with. Ah, this is the email I send out to all new house call patients. Over the years I've encountered many odd behaviours and been in situations I would never have dreamed of. Some were hysterically funny after the fact. Some were dangerous and others just plain irritating. So she sends out an email with house call guidelines. It's basically a giant thing of be polite and don't have distractions. You'd think it would all be common sense, but people apparently need to be told not to smoke during a Reiki session or something. I don't know. The Heimlich manoeuvre. Okay. First aid kits. Essentials to keep on hand. That's always handy. Dealing with fleas. We don't have that problem. Runners and carpets. Water. There's the quick reference section. So that's nice. It's got blue bands on it, so it's easy to find when you flick through. And it's short. It's not like an entire compendium of God knows what. You can just flick through it and find what you want. Here's the bit we've all been looking for. Astrology. So, obviously those of us in my astrology class over on Patreon already know a lot of this. But, let's see. It's always fun to read specific. Here we go. No. Another page. No, another page. Oh, it starts at Aries. I don't know why I always think Capricorn is at the beginning. So Miss Maddie's a Taurus. And Sir Scooby is a Pisces. Which explains so many things. Pisces, ruled by Neptune, a water sign. Symbol of the fish, natural house. I believe. Pisces is a water sign. Most people and pets born under water signs are sensitive and need a bit more tender loving care. That'll be my anxious boy. Yes. They can be very intuitive and extremely loyal to loved ones. They also love being near or in water. Yes, he does. He's practically a mermaid. Pisces dogs are overly sensitive to their owner's moods and emotional upsets at home. Yes, he is. Not so much with me, but Maddie, if there's anything wrong with Maddie, immediately it's like anxiety central. There are dogs that have their own pillow, blanket or bed. He doesn't have his own bed. He has my bed. He goes and tucks himself into bed. Give this dog extra love and he or she will be loyal to you forever. Aww. And then Miss Maddie, Venus the Bull, Earth sign. Yeah, I have. That's very Maddie. The first Earth sign people and pets born under this sign are down to earth, stable and practical. Yes. It's the sign of the bull. They can be stubborn or bull-headed. In Maddie's case, they can also be extremely heavy-footed. Dogs born under the sign of Taurus love comfort, food and treats, and belly rubs. They may tend to become overweight. She is getting a little chonky in her old age. They are loyal, hard workers and make excellent guide dogs. She does like if I drop something, she'll pick it up. She likes to do service type stuff. Dog chakras. Demonic dogs. Yeah. Spiritual dogs. Oh, so this is about beliefs about dogs and things. Anubis, Cerberus, Sirius, demon dogs, dog totems and animal spirits. Native Americans believe that each person has 9 power animals or animal totems that represent their life purpose while here on Earth. These power animals mirror mirror each person's talents, potential and obstacles that one must overcome. It's said that these spirit animals come in and out of our lives, sending signs and messages on our journey. You may notice you have a special affinity for a certain type of animal or bird and that they keep reappearing in your life. Ooh. Oh, the Festival of Dogs. Diwali, the Festival of Dogs, when they dress them all up in flowers and stuff. Saints and things. Tarot dogs. Lots of different theories about dogs in the tarot. It's just brief, but it's enough to get you started. Especially the way we do basic tarot over and advanced tarot over in my Patreon, and this is enough to just get you started. It's all about noticing things in the pictures. Sirius the Dog Star. The Iliad. Toto. The Ancient Tale of the Poozer. Poozer? It's a triple O. I've not seen that before. I don't know exactly how you would pronounce it, but an animal, bird or living creature. Oh, somebody who talks to animals. Noah was the original. And then we have people like Dr. Dolittle. Well, he's fictional, but pretty sure Steve Irwin could talk to animals. David Attenborough. That, what's her name? The very thin lady who talks to chimps. Jane Goodall? Is that her name? There are just some people who can talk to animals and communicate with them, and it's fascinating. I had a reading done for all three of mine at one point with a local girl, and it was absolutely fascinating. And it was really funny because although Maddie is very, she's always got to be first. Maddie's always got to be first. But she decided to take the last one because she told this girl that she would go last because then she'd get more time than everybody else. And her first words to her were, "This is my belly. It's a good belly. You should rub it." Which is so Maddie, it's scary. Trouble the Dog, and some recommended books. Oh, this is fun. And I love that it's nice and big writing and it's spaced out and it's, you know, you've got plenty of room to take notes. This does not feel like a book that I would have trouble reading. Johnny Morris. I loved Johnny Morris and Tony Hart. I used to sit and watch them every day after school because there was Johnny Morris and his animals first, and then there was Tony Hart drawing all the animals afterwards, and I adored it. And if you were lucky, How was on afterwards, and they had an animal section, which was also really interesting. Anyway, that's Jeanie and Norman's book. So there's the book once again for those of you who missed it, but all the information is down below as well. It is available on Amazon. You can also purchase it if you're in or around Salem. You can purchase it direct from Jeanie as well. OBS has a new update available. No, I'll skip this because I'm using it. I loved Johnny Morris and Tony Hart. Tony Hart, I used to sit and draw along with him. I absolutely adored him. So that's fun. Thank you very much for that, Jeanie. And now we get to open prezzies. So let's go with the skull thing first. Okay. Sand and sea salt from Salem, Winter Island. Oh, interesting. I'm going to be careful. Obviously, I don't want to break anything, but ooh, pretty. I love when you spray these with water and the colours come out. I'm concerned that something may have got broken in transit, so I'm going to be careful pulling it out. Sea salt. Oh, this is cool. Treasure. Oh, I bet that's going to look amazing when it's wet. Oh, come on, I've got a spray bottle here. Come on, let's have a look. There's another one. They're very white. Very white. I wonder if that's a regional thing. There's the sand. That's still intact. Trick or treat, a little kitty. Oh, that's cool, because I can write on what it is and put it on the bottle. Okay, let's have a look at our shells, shall we? Look at those colours. Ooh, I didn't expect that one to go gold. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's completely intact as well, that one. Hi, baby. You can go outside, though, if you want to. It's fine. Go outside and sit in the sunshine. It's okay. This is lovely. This has got like pink and green swirls on it. This has got black and pink swirls. And this has got like purple bits on it. That's fabulous. Oh, so beautiful. Love shells. So that's my shells, my sand and my salt. I'll put all those back in there so that I know what's what. Oh, little message. I had COVID early in 2020 before it was taken seriously. That's the second person this week that I've heard say that they had those symptoms early in 2020. It was a rough and wild ride, but I'm grateful I'd lived through it. The book was the result of it. I had started writing the book about 10 years ago and kept procrastinating. When I thought I was on my deathbed, I vowed to finish it just in case I died. Nothing like a pandemic to scare the crap out of you. See why we're friends. It started out with the intention it would be about 300 pages, but morphed into 700 with coloured graphics due to being bored during quarantine. It was too big to upload on Amazon, so we self-published through Ingram. How fantastic. Goodies from Salem. Ooh, look at that. It's so funny. I picked out a rug yesterday that looks just like that. I'm saving up to get it because I really like the colour. Some treats and treasures from Salem, Massachusetts. That's beautiful. Goodies. So we've got Halloween stuff and pumpkins. Obviously, that's what we need. Can always use those. Oh, this is from her shop, Practical Magic Salem. stickers. Halloween stickers. More Halloween stickers. Oh, these are cool. And they're not like super bright. They're like they're not super bright, but they're also not vintage kind of yucky brown either. They're pretty. I like these. Greetings for Halloween. Scary pumpkin stickers. Salem Ouija. You were here. Woohoo! Oh, it's a treat bag. Halloween treat bag. The Witch House in Salem. Ooh, interesting. Fun. One of Salem's very tacky brochures from 2018. Coffin of contents. Oh my god, she wasn't kidding. There's glitter everywhere. Oh, it's got all the attractions though, so including pizza places. Interesting. Ooh, healing pet amulets. Semi-precious gemstones and crystals for pets. Oh, these are the ones in the book. Okay. And they've got all sorts of different ones. Healthy vibes, witchy paws, calm spirit, protect me, soothing relief, and go play. Not shipping out of the USA right now because she's still in quarantine. She's not fully vaccinated yet. And we've got goodies. I see a tarot card already. Oh, a little postcard with the acupressure points on and a German Shepherd. That's handy. Oh, and it's got all the information on the back. Oh, that's so cool. There are over 365 pressure points on the body. These are just a few used for common canine ailments. Gently massage these points with your thumb or fingers. Oh. So L111 boosts the immune system, relieves diarrhea and allergies. Oh, that's allergies. That's Maddie. Where's that? Oh, that one there. Her shoulders. And where's the one for anxiety for Scooby? Oh, hip and back. That's for Scooby as well. Doesn't seem to be one for GB30 is hip and back. So that's that one there. Which I've been doing actually around that area, but probably not the right place. Oh, that's handy. The Fool. Look at the little doggy. Isn't he cute? I wonder what set that's from. Miss Maddie and Miss Scooby. So Scooby and Miss Maddie have got prezzies. There are no bad days when you come home to a dog. Oh, that's so true. You got a card from Auntie Jeanie. He's interested. He's interested. A calm spirit. That's for you, Scoob. And witchy paws. Well, she's got itchy paws, so I think that's probably close enough. So Maddie's is purple and blue and white. Rose quartz, amethyst and lapis with a silver pentacle of good fortune. And then this one is a calm spirit, which is a heart with rose, quartz, amethyst, tiger's eye and turquoise, I think. Rose quartz, turquoise, tiger's eye and amethyst. Oh, and hematite heart. For grounding, protection and absorbing negativity and reducing stress. Yeah, that's definitely Scooby. Oh, how fun. I'll definitely be putting these on them later. Those are awesome. Thank you, Jeanie. How cute are they? Oh, I've got another one here. I've got another box here. Oh my God. Treasure! We're almost done. Here we go. There's glitter and sand absolutely everywhere. Not shot glasses. Okay, votives. They're not shot glasses. It says they're shot glasses. Oh, it says embossed shot glasses on the side. Right, okay, but it's not shot glasses, apparently. It's not shot glasses. Let's have a look. Let's see. Seawater from... Oh my God, look at this! Seawater from Salem. It's from her shop. Let me just check I'm not leaving anything in the box. Yeah, that's all packing. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this bottle. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's got creepy things in it. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. It's roots or something. It's not tentacles, but I don't like tentacle things. So it gave me a bit of a surprise. So it's seawater from Salem, Massachusetts. Look at all that glittery mica type. And black. Is Massachusetts black rock? Is it like coal or something area? Those things in there are really freaking me out, the way they're floating around. I don't like sea anemones or anything like that. I'm not big on sea creatures at all. They're all weird and slimy. And I shall have to put this down and not move it about. But that's so cool. Look at the wax seal and everything on it. And a little charm. Oh, that's awesome. I should put that on my altar. Hopefully I can cover up the little tentacle looking things at the bottom and just have the stick. Oh, that's cool. Yay, treasures. Thank you so much, Jeanie. That's awesome. And if you're interested in Jeanie's book, go check it out. I've got all the links down below. Also links to her witchy shop and her Four Paws acupuncture place if you're in the area. Remember, she's not shipping out of the US at the moment, but normally they do. You need to collect river water and ocean water from the area. Yes, well, that's a nice little segue actually, Cody, because as I said at the top of the video, we've got a giveaway. And the giveaway is a place. Let me stop rustling stuff. The giveaway, oh, I'll deal with that in a minute. Concentrating. The giveaway is a place for yourself and a friend on my new class, which starts on the 14th of June, runs through to the end of July, called the Solstice Chronicles. Now, we've done this before as a Midsummer Chronicle class, but that excluded all my Australian and Southern Hemisphere friends. So I have altered it slightly so that it can apply to either. And the idea is that we are going to get out and about, because an awful lot of places, most places, are coming out of lockdown, or at least you can get out and about now. It's nice weather. I know some places have gone back into lockdown this week, like Melbourne and stuff, but it's local areas that have locked in. It's not like everybody like it was last year. So yeah, we're going to get out and reconnect with nature. It's primarily kind of a journaling, sketching, out and about type course, but remember, you don't have to do journaling and sketching. You can write, you can draw, you can paint. Alexa, stop. Zip it. You can draw, you can paint, you can take photographs, you can collect samples from your local area for your altar. You could do leaf pressings and flower pressings. You could collect ingredients to make inks or paints or whatever. There's lots of different applications for the class. And you'll have prompts that you can pick and choose from. There will be an abundance of prompts. It's not just like one a day. It's going to be lots of prompts that you can pick and choose. You can do all of them. You can do none of them. You can do the ones you like, whatever. And we're going to break it up into, it's 7 weeks. So we've got an intro week where we're going to make a basic Coptic bound book. Now, a proper Coptic bound book, anyone who can do Coptic binding will tell you, I said photography, didn't I? I meant to say photography if I didn't say it. Yes, absolutely. Photography counts as well. Proper Coptic binding is really complicated. It takes a lot of mental agility to be able to do it. It takes very strong hands, which I don't have. And also, if you want to do it properly, you need some specialist equipment, and at the very least, you need a G-clamp in order to keep everything together. And you have to do it all in one go. You can't just pick it up and stop halfway through, or do a bit and then go and answer the phone. You have to do the whole thing in one go. It is literally a sit down and do it for 2 hours, start to finish kind of binding. Because if you don't do that, you lose your tension. Once you know how to do it, it's actually, I'm told it's very easy, and once you know how to do it, it becomes second nature, and there are people who can do it in like 45 minutes, start to finish. That's great. I can't. I don't have that kind of patience. I don't have the time. But I do know how to do a simplified version that looks like Coptic stitching, holds well, not as well as Coptic, which lasts for literally hundreds of years, but it will hold well, and it's not too difficult to learn. It's easy to explain through diagrams, and if you follow the instructions, you should be okay. So what we're going to do is take a few bits of paper, make a book, Coptic bind it in the first week, and then we're going to take 5 weeks, to go through all the elements. Earth, air, water, fire, spirit. We are going to get out into the world again, and it's aimed at people who have been shut away, like myself, for the whole pandemic. Many of us have now got our vaccines. We're out of lockdown almost. You know, we can at least go out to the park if we want to. And it's a really nice way of reintroducing yourself to the world without the sudden shock of, oh my God, look what's going on. Because the last thing I think any of us really wants to do is just go off into town and go shopping. In fact, that would be my worst nightmare, would be to be stuck in a crowd right now. Because I've been surrounded by 2 dogs for 14 months. I do not want lots of people around me. So it would be nice to be able to go out and reconnect with Mother Earth, with the elements, with some nice weather, get some vitamin D, which is always good for you. Get some exercise, equally good for you, and we all need that too. And just gently reintroduce ourselves to the world, because it was perfectly okay not to be okay with suddenly being locked down. And it's perfectly okay to not be okay with suddenly being released as well. Okay? There's a reason a lot of prisoners are treated for PTSD or have to have counselling after they're released. Or who end up going back inside because that's where they feel safe. You know? It's not easy to transition from one to the other. And especially for those of us who went, yay, lockdown, a year indoors. reintroducing ourselves to the world because actually we've really enjoyed being shut away from it nice and slow, that's going to be tricky. And if you've got social anxiety, woof. So let's get out there and do something we enjoy, take our creativity outdoors, appreciate the world around us. And, you know, it's the ideal opportunity to perhaps be able to meet up with a friend or go out with your family. Do it on a family day. Go out to the park or something and let the kids play and you sit and do some journaling or whatever, take some photographs. It's a really good reintroduction to what I like to call the outer net, the outdoors out there place. And then the last week, it's not a full week, it's only a few days, but I couldn't leave the last 4 days. It was driving me nuts. So the last 4 days we're going to have kind of a show and tell opportunity where we can all come together and kind of show what we've done, share a little bit of this and that. If you've done a project, you can show it. You know, the whole class is entirely up to you, really. We're just going to make a book, get outdoors, and use our book somehow. And how you do it is entirely up to you. You can go around doing tree rubbings for all I care. It's just going to be getting out and re-experiencing the world, but doing it gently through nature so that we can reappreciate not being indoors all the time. So, how to enter. Over on my Instagram, because YouTube is a bit funny about giveaways, so I'm running it over on Instagram. There is a post. It is bright yellow. You cannot miss it. I've put my Instagram link down below. It's at Romany. Post on there. You get an entry for me leaving a comment with either the name of your friend or telling us about who you would offer it to, or tagging them if they're on Instagram. You can like the post and follow my account, which will get you another entry, and you can share it to your stories, which will get you another entry. So you can get up to 3 entries per person, and of course if you tag your friend, they can enter 2, so you've got double the chance of winning. If you've already purchased the class, you can still enter to win a place for somebody else. Okay, so a lot of my patrons, because they get a big discount, have already purchased the class and already signed up or whatever. You can... Oh, thank you, Cody. Cody's put my Instagram link in the link there. It's also down in the description below. Yeah, so go over there. All the instructions are in there. It tells you more about the class, what we're aiming to do, basically what I've just been telling you. And it will close on Friday at midnight UK time. So my midnight, I will take a list of all the people who've liked and subscribed, who've shared to stories, and who've left a comment about their friend that they would invite to do the class. And we'll have a list and we'll pick someone at random, probably on the Monday, because it'll take me a couple of days to figure out how to do it and exactly who's entered where and how many times people are entered. But yeah, you've got an opportunity to enter 3 times and tag your friend. They can enter 3 times as well. And like I say, if you've already purchased the class because you're in my Patreon, you can still enter to win a place for a friend. And by friend, I mean anybody. Friend, family member, whatever. If the kids want to do the class, kids can do the class for free. So if you've got kids under 13s and they want to do the class, they can do the class for free with you. That's not a problem. And if you're a teacher and you want to use some of the class information as well, you can do that too. So just sign up for the class and you can use... In fact, if you're a teacher or a homeschooler and you want, at the end of the class, the whole pack to be able to work through it with your kids or your class, just email me or Katie and I'll put it all together for you and give you the whole thing. And you can have it to use with your class. Obviously, it's not for resale or anything, but I'm more than happy for kids to do the class. It's a great way of getting them out doing fun stuff. And how many kids do you know, especially the kind of kids that like to do homeschool or that come from families of witches or nature journalers or artists or whatever, who don't like to go out getting mucky and collecting bits and pieces from the garden and the park and, you know, how many? Not many, right? I was all in for the mud pies when I was a kid, I know that. So, yeah, that's the Solstice Chronicles. And as I said, just in case you didn't catch it at the beginning, I am doing the prompts so that they will be suitable for people who are not experiencing summer. I made that mistake with the Midsummer Chronicles. A lot of people said, oh, I would have loved to do that, but it's winter where I am. So this time it's the Solstice Chronicles, and if you want to do it for winter, all you've got to do is substitute the word summer for winter and use a bit of, you know, use a bit of cleverness and go, oh, well, you know, I don't want to go swimming in the water, but I can probably find somewhere that's got ice. Let's try that, you know. It won't be too difficult for you to convert it to not summer weather. Equally, if you are still in lockdown and you feel like, well, I don't want to do it right now, but I might want to do it in autumn when it's a bit cooler and I can get outside, the class will be available for self-study once we've done it live. Which will finish end of July, like I say. So probably, once I've sorted everything out, probably go up at the beginning of September for self-study if you want to purchase it then and do it just on your own, but you've still got all the information from the summer to work from. Okay, I think that's it. Any questions? Anything you want to check? Oh, yes, Amy, good point. One Book July is coming up soon. One Book July starts, funnily enough, on the 1st of July. Our videos will be going up. I'm doing my video between the 23rd and the 27th will be the main video. And then all the intro videos for everybody will be going up 28th to the 4th. So make sure you've got everybody followed. Again, they're all, if you go to the channel page here, they're all linked. There's Everyday Awesome TV, which is Mimi. There's Miss Vicky B. There's Carrie Harling. And of course, Meg Journals is doing her version via Junk Journal July, which is also running at the same time. So if you're not interested in One Book July, go check out Meg's channel. She'll be doing some One Book July and talking about the same things as us. But she's running Junk Journal July as well, if you want to play with that. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And stay safe. Don't get sunstroke. Drink lots of water, especially if it's like here and it's suddenly got really hot. I'm on my, I think, 3rd litre of water today. I can't get enough water. I'm so hot. But it's nice. It's so nice to be warm. And yeah, don't forget to enter the giveaway. Links down below. Go check out Jeanie's shop. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye, guys. Awkward smile while we try and find the page. Where's the page gone? I'm leaving in any second. Any second now I'm going. Any second. Here we go. Bye.